the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Denver, where we'll see the Nuggets going up against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor.
It's game time in Denver as the crowd is filing in the Pepsi Center, looking to cheer on the Nuggets. For the Utah Jazz, for the Nuggets, Chandler comes in for Kenneth Faried. And so in the game for the Jazz, the forwards are Hayward and Favors. Freak is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. From 10 feet out, and that one's good. Freak.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Spartan kicks to Moutier. Chandler a screen. Three-pointer. Moutier, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey guys, a bit ago, Mike Malone and I were able to chat. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, they're thinking mainly about how to tackle the defense they're facing.
And that's got to be the focus. It takes a lot of game planning to come up with ways to put points on the board consistently against these guys.
And we know this coach is very comfortable game planning. He'll have a lot of ideas of how to attack this defense today.
Right block shot, and it's Gallinari again missing. Jazz have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Clock at 6. Over to the wing. From past the arc. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got 5 now.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And here's Gallinari. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. They need this. Gobert pulls it in.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Gallinari with it. Now defended by Hayward. Moutier with a screen for Chandler. Gallinari wide open. It's good from long range. Gallinari's got his second bucket of the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Feeds to Burks. Jacks up a 3. Moutier with the rebound. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans.
Yeah, foul trouble early on, I thought, set the tone in that game, and it just made it difficult for them to get over the hump.
Yeah, it really got them out of sync, and that hurt them big time. Forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they would have liked to.
And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing it. Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, Favors and Gobert. The shot blocking duo inside. Shelvin Mack is out there with Freak, and it's Burks in its small forward. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Freak. Dishes it to Gobert. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also,
Utah trailing here. Hayward passes to Freak. 59 seconds left in the first half. 6 to shoot. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Well, look here at last year in the NBA, where the Jazz ranked 10th in blocks, 15th in steals, and they were in the top half of the league in fewest turnovers. Not bad, but certainly they'd like to be better.
and speaking of all their blocked shots, certainly a team that when you took it inside, you had to keep your head on a swivel. They were lurking at all times.
Barton, the putback, slams it home for the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Hayward on the wing. He nails it, and we're tied up. Hayward's got a pair of triples in the second now for Utah.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Moutier. And Denver again with the bucket. Hayward from outside. And we're through the... Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a boom swap here on the floor. Jazz trail by 3. Wilson Chandler out there with Laverne. Then there's Harris. Then it's Goodwin, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Burks. And the shot no good, a bit short. Nuggets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Goodwin with it, out-defended by Freak. Nurkic setting the pick for Chandler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic can't hit. Utah's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Burks, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
They set the pick. Gobert against Nurkic. Pass to Chandler. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And let's check out the numbers for Burks. Some last season stats for him. He was around 12 points per game last year, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. And those numbers solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Moutier is checked in for Goodwin. Freak with it. 6 points for him. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Burks can't get it to go.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And here's Chandler from the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. Now, Freak. 10 points for him.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Your Nuggets dancers!
Sounds go off when I enter the building.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead. In for Moutier. Freaks checked in for Utah. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Jazz, the forwards are Hayward and Favors. Freak is out there with Hood, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Harris misses.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Harris.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
They swipe it. The feed to Barton. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 7. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get. They built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those little things, Clark, has been rebounding. They've come out and taken complete control of that glass.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Moutier is checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Brooks is checked in. Here's Hayward. Finished off the break. Hayward's got 4 points this quarter.
Such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing possible. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
And with the game literally hanging in the balance, a play like that is an igniter. That's where momentum can become a game changer.
To the left wing, here's Barton. They get it back. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
It's been a good night for Fareed. He has 9 points and 4 assists as well. He's passing the ball so well right now and is really focused at the charity stripe, too.
And, Clark, you can just see him oozing with confidence right now.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Freak dishes to Gobert. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Kicks it to Gallinari. Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. Fades and shoots. Gobert pulls it in.
Move it!
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
Jazz passing it around. Freak kicks to Gobert. The pass to Freak. High post try.
Good. What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Now on the court, your very own Nuggets dancers. Let them hear it.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
66.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Danilo Gallinari.
His work distributing the basketball was tremendous. Always had his head up, looking to create easy shots for his teammates. It motivates your team.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.